Hi folks, I'm Ross Cannon, licensed mental health counselor and part of the licensed clinical staff here at Life Connections Counseling Center in Roots, Florida. The purpose of the video is simply to give you some more tools in your toolbox to help you manage stress effectively. And it's so important at this time with the coronavirus outbreak that we manage our stress level, if for no other reason than it suppresses our immune system. So very important to manage stress. So what I want to do for you with this video is keep it brief and just give you a couple tools and a couple of concepts that you could work with and refer to easily to kind of bring you back into things that you can do to keep your stress level down. One is control what you control. So keep your focus on the things that you control. Try to keep your thinking away from the things that you don't have any power over or influence. And so the things that you control are what you think and what you do, simply. The other concept is do things that are useful as often as you can do them. So if something's known to be good for you, if something's known to be good for your body, your mind, or your soul, and there's no risk, there's no negative side effect, then do it. And stay away from perfectionism. You don't have to do it well, you don't have to do it perfectly, just do something of something that's good for you. So a little bit of something is better than none of something perfect. So those would be the two concepts. Focus on what you control and do things that are useful. So in terms of your thinking, one thing that would be helpful is be intentional with your thinking. So in light of that, focus on gathering facts as opposed to thinking about the what-ifs of any situation that could come up. Facts tend to bring us back down to earth, and they show you that often you're safer than you think you are. So in this situation, the CDC website can show you exactly how many cases are out, how many people have died. And if you look at the population of our country, there's 329 million people approximately, and I think approximately 85,000 cases of the virus, and about 1,246 people have died. So when you look at the numbers, even though I don't want to minimize the impact of what this thing is doing and the loss of life that's occurred, but the odds are in your favor with those kind of numbers. So stick with facts and stay away from anything that generates fear. The other thing is practice thankfulness, if you will, as well. When you focus on thankfulness, your brain goes to those things that it looks for the things that you can be thankful for. I start my prayers with thankfulness, and I thank for every single thing. And so our brain's designed to be a one at a time organ. It's designed to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're focusing in a direction that's useful, that's uplifting, that's joyful, your brain isn't going to have time to focus on the things that scare you. And so thankfulness is a useful task each day. Also start with your strengths and go to bed with your strengths. I would keep a running list of my strengths, write them down. Writing things down triggers your brain differently than just thinking it, and even say them out loud. That also triggers your brain differently than just thinking it. But be mindful of your strengths, be mindful of your resiliency and your determination, how you've gotten yourself through difficulties before, how you've problem solved in the past. This is where you want yourself to be, not in the what-ifs of life. Also, do the basics of good self-care. Exercise is one of the best things you can do for your physical health and your emotional health. Walking in particular. Walking in nature is even considered even better. It doesn't have to be a long hike, just walking. And do some of whatever you can do anything is better than nothing. So walking, healthy diet, develop good sleep habits, set up for sleep consistently at night, and try to get consistent sleep each night. That's also important. Eat a healthy diet. If you can increase the vegetables and fruits in your diet, eat foods that are nutrient dense, because that promotes your immune system. And part of the risk of not managing stress well is that it can suppress your immune system. And again, at this time, you don't want your immune system suppressed. Finally, one of the things that we take for granted is our breathing. And so be mindful of how you're breathing, because breathing can be a clue as if you're going into a fight or flight response. So notice if you're breathing in a nice even pattern, because if you're shallow breathing or holding your breath, then again that could trigger a fight or flight response, or be a clue that you're in one. And so something that you can do if you find that you're shallow breathing is to get your breathing back in alignment, is a simple deep breathing exercise. And there's variations on these deep breathing exercises, but one that's simple to do is this. Put one hand on your belly, over your belly button, other hand over your heart. And so what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, and then when you get to 4 seconds, hold it for a beat, purse your lips, and then you're going to slowly blow that air out for 6 seconds. So it's important that you blow out air a little bit longer than you breathe in, because you want to get the carbon dioxide out of you. Think of carbon dioxide as waste, and you don't want waste staying in there. So deep breathing is something that you can do throughout the day. Do that for about 5 minutes. That's useful. There's other timing patterns that you can do with the breathing, but just being mindful of your breathing would be a useful thing as well. Finally, if you find that you're not able to get yourself to do these tasks, if you're not able to do the basics of good mental health, and you feel like you need a little bit more support, it might be a benefit for you to talk with a counselor or a licensed professional, such as one of our clinical staff here at Life Connections Counseling Center. You could simply call us at our phone number 813-265-3859. We're also on the internet as well. So again, I hope these tips were helpful and useful to you, and I wish you well going forward.